What makes a song a smash? Talent, luck, timing, all that and more. On Hit Parade from Slate, host Chris Molanphy tells tales from a half-century of chart history. Through storytelling, trivia, and song snippets, Chris dissects how the artists you love, or hate, dominated the airwaves and shaped your memories forever. He's explained how Taylor Swift pivoted from country to pop, how The Cure got UK goth rock onto US radio, and how a young Stevie Wonder improvised his way to a Billboard chart topper. Subscribe to Hit Parade for tales of the hits from coast to coast, wherever you are listening right now. Hey, so you may or may not know this, but in addition to being a podcast, Movement is also a live show. About a year ago, we put it on stage for the very first time. It was in Seattle at the Meany Center for the Performing Arts, and we invited local immigrant musicians to share their songs and stories. The goal was to make this giant auditorium feel like a living room, and Momma Nikki, a vocalist and songwriter whose father immigrated from Haiti, did just that. Nikki starts a cappella, slowly, deliberately walking to the stage. Then, once the spell has been cast, they welcome us into their family and into their home. My name is Maklit, and this is Movement, Music and Migration Remixed.
I open with this song to ground myself and the people around me. The first time I sang this song, I had just bought my cute little craftsman home in Tacoma. It was my safe space, my sacred space. And I didn't let any and everybody over to that space, including some of my family, like my dad. By the time that he saw it, he was already dying. But before we get too deep, let me back up a little bit. Let me tell you about my pops, okay? Woo, hold on there. Okay, so my pops is from Haiti, right? And he came to Brooklyn when he was 15 years old. And with a very thick accent, his full name was Jean Bonny Etienne. Now, not everybody could pronounce it, or chose not to try. So he added an O at the end and started going by Gino. It's not the same. But my dad was cool. He was smooth. He was handsome as fuck. But nah, I enjoy going through his things. You know, I always found myself in my parents' closet, and I'd be going through things, and I always was drawn to his stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if my mom just didn't have anything out that I liked, or I was already searching for my identity. But I found myself in his stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. You know, not just this wallet. You know what I mean? Like, that's fun. You know, but he had a jar of coins for that. But I went and I put on his shoes because I had big feet. I still do. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yeah, they'll fit, right? Cool. There's still like this much space in them. It's fine. I had a thought process. And but I always loved learning from my pops. And so I played the piano late at night on an upright piano, and my dad came to sit next to me, and I'm like, you know, teach me some Creole, right? Because I'd only get bits and pieces of it on the phone, or we went to Haitian family friends' homes, or we went back to New York. Now, if you go to New York and you're Haitian, you're gonna go to multiple homes, and you're gonna eat at all of them. Cool, right? No. We had already gone to like a couple of homes. I go into this house. I'm like, all right, cool. They already cooked. Food's on the plate. I'm like, cool. Rice and beans? Yes. But then there was this fish. I mean, like, the fins were still there, the scales, the head, the eyeball that was looking directly at you like, you really gonna do this? Now, understand, I'm 13 years old. We already ate. I'm full. I only eat chicken. And you want me to eat that? Look, I understand it's an insult to not eat what's given to you. However, if my father had just taught me some Creole, we wouldn't be in this problem. Because I just would have said, I don't eat fish. Pardon. But it's all right, though. You know, my dad and I, we were close when we were growing up. And then things changed. Shit hit the fan. And I moved away to college. And my dad had an affair. And I had a really hard time forgiving him for what he did to my mom and what he did to our family, because I knew things would never be the same. Because it wasn't just about the affair. My dad had a gambling problem, too. So every time he hit me up, it was about money. It was about his alimony check. And I just was like, I'm good. But there came a point to where I just felt like I needed to forgive him for myself. Like that distance between us, I didn't want there anymore. Because at the end of the day, that's my dad. You know what I mean? Like, I love him. And I'm glad that I did. Because it was in that same year that he got sick. And I mean, like, he almost died. Beacon Hill VA hospital right there, like, he almost died. And dialysis saved his life. He said he would do it for a year. And he had multiple complications, having to have multiple ports. And he did it for over 2.5 years. It was during that same time that I was in the studio. I remember that it was March 3rd, because a day or two later is when I got the call from my pops. And he was like, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm not going to go back. And I knew he had tried. So I was like, okay. Now, normally when you stop dialysis, it only takes about 3 to 5 days for you to pass. But my dad is really stubborn. And he lasted over 30. So during that time frame, I got a chance to share my album with my dad, because I called my producer and I was like, look, I need you to get as many roughs to me as possible right now. Because I didn't know how much time I had left with him. I remember going to our favorite family restaurant and playing him Welcome Home, because on the way back, he was like, will you send me the tracks? I'm like, yeah, of course, And so next thing I know, I'm going over to the house. I walk in, and these women come up to me like, oh my God, I love your voice. You sound so good. I love that song. I'm like, Who are you? And how do you know who I am or my music? I go to my dad, I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, these are for you. The EP's not even out yet. Like, what are you doing? But that was his way of showing me that he loved me, that he was proud of me. He died 2 days after his birthday. And that was 4 years ago last month. And it still sucks. I wish I could show him my new home. Because selling the one that I had that he visited was really hard because of him. But he's home. And I know that wherever my home is, I know that he is there too. And Shayla, he's there for you too. I'm going to get through this, not like last month. I'm going to get through this. His favorite song was Welcome Home. And I'm gonna try really hard to sing all the way through it and not cry the whole time. If I can do that for you tonight, like I did at his bedside. Go to sleep, my children, sleep. Go to sleep, my children who weep. Lay your head upon my shoulder and close your eyes, my children who weep. I tell him it's okay. I tell him it's alright. I tell him you're with me all these days. So say goodbye one last time and close your eyes, my children who weep. For when you open up your eyes, I'll be here by your side. So come and take and grab my hand, for I am that I am, that I am. So welcome home, 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 welcome home. So close your eyes, my children, sleep. Close your eyes, my children who weep. Lay your head upon my shoulder and close your eyes, my children who weep. I tell him it's okay. I tell him it's alright. I tell him you're with me all these days. So say goodbye one last time and close your eyes, my children who weep. So welcome home, 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 welcome home. So close your eyes, my children, sleep. Close your eyes, my children who weep. Lay your head upon my shoulder and close your eyes, my children who weep. Close your eyes, my children who weep. Close your eyes. My children who weep. Love you, Pops.
That was Momma Nikki performing Welcome Home. Movement's live show was co-commissioned by the Meany Center for the Performing Arts at the University of Washington, as well as by Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts, CAP UCLA, the Art Center at NYU Abu Dhabi, Stanford Live, and the Cultural Arts Center at Montgomery College. Movement is produced by Ian Koss and myself, Matlit Hadero. Our co-creator and podcast godmother is Julie Kane. Our broadcast partner is The World. We are supported by the National Geographic Society and distributed by PRX.